Okay, we're meeting with Rick Milmore. Rick, thank you very much for allowing me to come in and talk to you about your business.
Thanks, Jim. Yeah.
How long have you had the pub here?
13 years.
13 years, wow, long time. And what was it prior?
When I walked into the place, when the realtor showed it to me, it had lobster tanks in it. It was a fish bait cutting, wholesale fish and lobster delivery place.
Seafood product.
Right.
So you intentionally searched out a place down here on the waterfront.
Right, I did, yeah.
And what was it about the area that you liked?
I was on the water. I had a view. I got a view for the whole harbor. It's right in the corner. It's kind of the focal point of everything is on the dock. Fishermen, kind of everything happens right
It is.
here.
You can't get to a boat down here unless you're pretty much walking by the Shanty Rose pub.
Yeah. Also, we have the Captain John. It has the whale watch here. It has 150,000 customers every year that have to walk by here because the only parking lot is over there, and they have to walk by the front of the building, and they have to come back this way. So I have a customer base built in right off the bat. Also, there's a bunch of fishing, and there's another pirate for kids, a pirate cruise. They
I actually met with him. I bumped into him this morning. Paul, Lobster Tales.
Yeah, Paul Quinto, he's a great guy.
Yeah.
The kids have a blast. He has a little pirate ship out, and they have squirt guns, and they squirt each other. And it's like an animated ride.
Being back in the 1700s.
Yeah, back in the 1700s.
And who's the poor guy that gets stuck in the pirate boat that gets squirted with the water? Anybody in particular?
Yeah, it's one of his employees.
Crew members?
Yeah, one of his employees.
Unbelievable. So you've been here for 11 years. 13 years rather. You've seen some ups and downs. What was your best year?
The best year was the second year I opened.
Okay.
I was cooking. I was real aggressive. And Plymouth has since opened up probably 30 restaurants within a mile of walking.
Since you've been here?
Since I've been here.
Okay.
So since then, so that was my highlight of the year because I had just me and 6 or 8 or 10 other restaurants around here. You can go through. Hey, Jim. 1 minute, Jim.
Yeah.
All right, so it was 8 or 10. This is my cook, Jim.
Yeah. Hello, Jim.
How are you, man?
Good.
Wow.
I'm Jim. Jim.
Yeah.
2 Jims.
Can't go around here, but
Yeah.
Jim squared.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my best year. I was aggressive. I had a large menu. I had to live here, and it was great.
Good.
Yeah.
I know. I think I'm not too sure when I started coming down here. Might have been the mid. Oh, I'm not sure. Anyways, you've always had a lot of people in here. The place was packed.
Yeah.
A lot of music.
I had a lot of music here over the years. I've had this guy, Stan Smith, ran every Thursday night. He had a blues night, and he brought in everybody from Rebecca Paris. He brought in Ricky Russell, Johnny Bluehorn, all the biggies. Every week you'd have a celebrity. One of the original guys that came in with him was the original drummer from Van Morrison, Joe Ferraro. I can't remember his last. Ferraro, I think his name is. And he played here for probably 5 years, and he moved to Florida.
Yep.
And then since then, I've had the drummer from the Delta Generators. I've had people from the BSO come down and play on their nights off just to jam with these guys because it was such professional musicians. I've had David Hull.
Get out there, meet the locals.
Yeah, I've had David Hull down here. He's played for everybody. Arrow Smith, he's played for. Right now, he plays for James Montgomery. He's played with Than. Anybody that was anybody has been here or has played here on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
In the blues business, I guess.
Right, the local blues players.
Yeah, local blues players.
The hardest working musicians around.
Yeah, they are. They're unbelievable. They've
got the most love. They get the most love.
Yeah, they put on a show, and it was great. And you had to get here early because it's a small place.
Right.
So.
And you'd have to fight your way to the bar to get yourself a cocktail.
Yeah.
Now, things started to slow down with the pandemic. How did the pandemic affect you?
Well, once in every 400 years they have a they have
The
a
Mayflower's land.
Yeah, they Mayflower lands in America, and this was the year. 2020 was the year. And what happened was they had every parking lot for 40 miles was booked, and they had shuttle buses running to Plymouth. They had all kinds of events from a parade starting in April. They had boat parades. They had the tall ships coming in. They had all kinds of entertainment going down to the waterfront. They dredged the harbor just so you could get the boats in. They were going to run a ferry from Boston. They also had the cruise ships bringing their tenders in. And everything was happening right here on the dock, which they built right in front of my place.
Right. So that's why they dredged the harbor a couple of years ago?
Yeah, for the
Was for
400th
that.
anniversary.
Okay.
So, anyway, also the Macy's Day Parade was supposed to be in Plymouth. The 4th of July celebration had a boat parade. 4th of July. There were so many events down here.
Right.
For 1 year.
For one event.
For 1 year. This was the place to go. It was
Yep.
on every travel list under 10 places to go in the world. And we have 3 or 4 sister cities. One's in Japan, one's in England, and I think the other one is in like Iceland or something.
Yeah.
And they were all coming here. We were all sending stuff that way too. You know, like the tall ships.
Now, how
and
do
everything.
you coordinate things with those sister cities? I mean, do you do that directly, or do you do it through a?
No, the town does it through the chamber and
town
places
does it.
like that. So I have nothing to do with that. But I was going to be on the receiving end of all of that, actually.
Right.
So yeah. So anyway, it was a one every 400th year event. I don't know if I'll be around for the next one, but it's gone. And but the town spent a lot of money. They put gas lights in downtown.
I think they should try to do it again. I think within the year or so they should ramp it up to get these. Seeing they've dredged the harbor, they've done a lot of infrastructure change downtown and on the waterfront. They should take advantage of it, and people are pining for that sort of thing with this pandemic.
I agree with you. I hope they do. However, it was a 5-year planning event. They spent a lot of money.
Right.
And
Right.
I hope they can do it, and I think they're planning on doing something, but it won't be up at that level. That's,
Right.
That-
So how has the pandemic affected your business?
Oh, it's horrible. First of all, I had to close for 3 months. Right
Shut
off
down.
the bat. Yeah,
Shut
shut down. Yeah, shut down for 3 months. And then I opened back up in June. There was only so many.
So when did that start? When did they initiate the shutdown for you?
Uh,
Do you
it
remember?
was around the beginning of April.
Okay.
And I opened back up around June 30th, and then I had to redesign my outside because people wanted to sit outside with masks. I had to separate everything. I had to dumb down my menu.
Okay.
There was so many. There's 4 restaurants within, probably 25 yards here, and we're all trying to do takeout, and I'm the smallest one, and
Right.
it just wasn't enough room for everybody to do it, so I couldn't even do that. So, but I mean, I got through it, and with the outside seating, thank God, I had an all right summer. At least I paid some of my bills.
Right.
So that was good. I also, you pay outside furniture, PPP products, places everything getting cleaned. I have extra help coming in, cleaning.
Let's talk about the PPP products in a minute.